the Olympian Griner, and a few WNBA offensively. Finds Boston, extra pass to Smith.
Off of that break, so kind of
Copper, who had 10 points in the fourth for Team USA and winning USA as Clark launches from. This is on a three. There's Boston.
got the rebound. She quickly put her head down.
The Griner, who sees the double team, skip back
For the easy two.
So as Boston finds Mitchell.
Away, but just coming alive and making
Inside. Oh, good ball movement. And it's here tonight from Indiana's 6. The
Team USA's 8th straight Olympic gold. Griner, an incredible and challenging journey. But guys, that gold medal game was just.
These 3 gold medalists as Boston. Here is Clark off the screen, launching in Chicago on Thursday.
physically, but also mentally staying back into things with a whole different
Player she's guarding right now, Caitlin Clark.
Getting 2 feet in the paint and a nice standard
Pass. Here's Taurasi working the base. And Diana Taurasi.
there. Like you said, 20+ seasons is.
And the response by Clark here, who's star. And frankly, have an early 12-point lead here from game. Taurasi left alone. The floor. Samuelson, good ball move.
Every single player out there has the ability to.
Stops for Taurasi. Doesn't tonight. That has been a problem at times. Clark with the runner. And wants to do here. They want to run, and Mitchell
Pull up and take that shot.
Griner will fire. Boston going right at Griner. Flips it up.
Shot. Sophie Cunningham.
10 players as Mitchell, Connecticut. Here's Makia Herbert Harrigan.
Almost cold off the bench and come.
Mitchell launches. Copper tries to answer.
She might go down as one of the bounciest players.
Attempt. 1-point lead late in the third quarter. For 36 on the night. The Fever had an early lead here, but a very, very long. Dantas, tips it. There. And sets up Cloud, who they're working on Copper. A couple of all-stars. 30. Dantas left alone. League in minutes played behind only minutes or more last night as Copper leads in.
Hey, there's too many hands, too many feet. Really rewrite that and really make it.
As many as 18 as Lexi Hull finds. With the 4th fastest pace of play.
Real early, and I know she's excited.
Copper, the switch on to Dantas. Off balance. 2025. But in the first, the 3rd most they've scored.
At the line, Mercury.
Long.
See if you can get some early quick buckets.
Who made the Olympic team. Copper, one of them.
In the early game interviews, and she's really putting.
Extra pass. Dantas launches. And extra pass. Taurasi launches to her here tonight.
Yeah, she does, and she's really feeling it right now, closing out on her.
Clark. The turnover. Here is Clark. This time it's Smith.
We've seen it, which is why she's leading the.
Boston have accounted for all. Is Shug Sutton. Clark bounces. Boston is open. Here's Mitchell. Behind the defense.
It's really scary for the future.
She's coming off that assist as well as Cloud right now here early in the second. Boston ducks in. Pretty.
Being able to really read the defense decision, you got to fill out where the defense is behind. You're going to be able to see her more and more taking.
Averaging 18, and they've answered that emphatically here so far.
Really expanded. I think they were just really right.
Being watched by Mitchell. Clark back for Boston. Boston cross court. Wheeler buries it.
Able to go past you, but you can't go out there.
Indiana's knocked down 6. Intent to make Phoenix jump shooters.
Being able to get that rebound really.
Here's Taurasi launching and 2 points in the paint. Leads the WNBA in assists.
And somebody that just thorough, but also gets some of these tips. In the first
way in over Wheeler, shot 2
thing from the years before.
Inside, extra pass. That was.
But she found another way to get on the highlight reel.
Again, this Fever offense has been relentless. Up here is Smith. They like to see all 4 of them in double. Cloud is open and
open, even if they're missing.
And Cloud taking out behind the defense. Copper taking it at
the flat or ice cold side to the ball, whether they're missing or making.
Quarter. But you did lead by.
The way that Phoenix, they have the ability to keep playing.
Zone here, trying to find anything that'll work. Copper back for Taurasi, who's hit 5 of their last 6. With a flurry as Taurasi this time sets up Dantas, who fades. Fire 28. Being watched by Hull. She'll watch it over Hull.
Ready to help this team make a push.
Here, the only rookie who's ever done it is Copper. He lost a 31-point lead. Kicks it to Mitchell, corner 3. So a very good sign from that.
Person is going to try to take that first 4 minutes.
Clark trying to put a stop to it. Hangs and so it's 86 to 30.
That is with
weaving her way through traffic. He'll drive her way into Griner. Hook shot.
Pace of things, especially with the as far as a fast-paced team.
Clark launching the perimeter as Taurasi fires. Copper, who comes up with the steal, and Copper.
Yeah, I could not agree.
From the line. Make it 8. Speaking of the Olympics,
You'll be able to put your body on the line and really.
it's the Mercury, and Griner could here. Fever have had moments of brilliance turning on Boston, and the hook shot pretty to 7 run as Mitchell
Hit that shot is really big.
an ATO area where side has been real. And here's Taurasi through traffic and
Kind of attest to who she is and how she plays.
Copper off the screen from the foul line.
Steady, strong-minded.
And
She has just able to get back to the game, and she's still doing it.
the first half, and you might get 10 points tonight.
You know just how tight now the.
Wow, the hesitation gets inside. Lee starting 5 here tonight. Smith's going to have to create. Smith driving on Griner. Wow, steps into a 3. Mitchell from the mid-range. Rims Cunningham wide open. Splashes.
She's at it all the time as well.
Mitchell turns the corner. Flutter pass. Herbert Harrigan. Deal is ultimately the goal. The races ahead for Copper with the possession game from the line.
On the Mercury has just decided to.
Let alone the physical. There was a kick ball. It wasn't called. And Copper
Always hit every single.
quarter. Mitchell sets up Lexi Hall. It's fine there by Mitchell to end in the 3rd. And Cunningham.
So much mental.
Clark launches.
Else spaced out. And
He gets inside, working over Cloud. Draws
boys trying to figure out where the defense.
Johnson and the Chicago Red Stars. It's with 5 straight. As Cloud dials up a 3. And
But being able to come back and hit those threes.
their last 17.
Huge opener. We talked about the points in the bigger. You can't stop everything.
Clark step back on a deep 2.
Going into the 4th quarter.
Brilliant. Little 2-man game in the corner. Samuelson. As we check in with Kelsey Casper.
And keep the energy up, and that's exactly
Like Indiana did, it shows a lot of it. Clock down to 3. Mitchell fires away. 4th quarter. They have a perfect record.
Up to the challenge, but also, I mean, they want to be able to play and be the best.
And Christie Sides is
Much pressure. You got a strong girl, but you can get fouls.
screen, finds some space, and
To get the fans involved, get it loud and
24 tonight. Copper, Clark fires away.
daylight. That ball is going up.
We're here to start the 4th as she bowls over space here.
Just reading the defense, see job meeting her at the baseline.
He sets up Samuelson from the corner. Much either is Taurasi on the other end to see different defenses. Well, she got. It's always interested me how no one on Samuelson.
After a emotional, you got to be able to get it back together and really.
2 bounces. Oh, beautiful.
But I know you have to go out there and run.
Bounce for Clark here tonight. Big 1 on the shot clock. Cloud gets it up.
It is a big.
Mitchell, corner 3, connect. Here's a Phoenix skip pass, and timely 3s here tonight. They've come in. This time Mitchell on the attack, holds it up.
Call that from the point guard position.
Smith launches on a 3 for the Fever. Really, both teams in jet. Mitchell fires.
Throws, hitting 14 of them, just getting a little step on the.
Taurasi the other direction.
But that too. In last 4 minutes and 35 seconds, you can
For who hasn't? Fever have the game. Here is Mitchell. Another.
Clark to Mitchell. He did a great job. Wide open Clark.
Cunningham and on a 3. Gets the offensive rebound. Gets the step on Cunningham. Clark gets to the.
Seeing where the defense is at going.
Tonight's leads on Mercury.
That does seem like it was a whole out of that.
They have shot. She is now 6
Player, if that shot's not falling, you got to find. She's been guarding Clark.
teams. Louisville host medalists, gold medalists. As Cloud buries a. Phoenix has been. Copper fires away and hits.
There by the Mercury, just staying. They were able to find those holes.
And Lex.
Just staying confident with her shot. Full motor.
The Fever hit 8 per game. NBA basketball is back in at the corner. And some Mercury trailing by 7. Tons of space. Cutting. It's Mitchell.
To these fans and just
Cut off. Tries the left side. Floats it up. Draws. And we're not talking rookie. Copper rolls in by a guard, which of course is those points, assists, double-double. Do here for the Fever. A 7-point lead. Gonna say, catch me if you can. They have won 6 of their last. Griner from the mid-range did And a very much will win it here tonight. Violation. Over beaten the Mercury for 3 times.
Yes, I mean, defensive end, just sticking it to him. See, I mean, when you love a sport, you'll be able to put your body on the line and really.
Here a bit after exploding out of the gates, the Mercury and Griner could to steady themselves here. Young team and a talented team like this, Fever have had moments of brilliance. Griner turning on Boston and the hook shot pretty 8 earlier. It's a 26-7 run as Mitchell.
And so being able to come out, Kelsey Mitchell, and hit that shot is really big.
Sharing some excitement out of that ATO area where side has been really there by Copper to intercept. And here's Tarasi through traffic.
Looking fairly young there, just kind of attest to who she is and how she plays.
Dribble, shot clock down to 5. Copper off the screen from the foul line.
Roaring back, staying steady, strong-minded. Hired 5 years ago. She has just, but she loves this game. She's been able to get back to the game, and she's still doing it.
You would see that move. You would see the one that she had in the first half. And you might be the league's all-time leading scorer. She's got 10 points tonight.
It will really be watching, you know, just how tight now the run to get it back under control.
Wow, the hesitation gets inside. Leaves Fever starting 5. All about the Mercury starting 5 here tonight. Down to 5. Smith's going to have to create. Smith driving on Bryant in seconds. Cloud steps into a 3. Mitchell from the mid-range. Rims 7 points. Cunningham wide open. Splashes.
To shoot the shot, you have to be able to know where she's at all times as well.
Mitchell turns the corner. Skip past Copper, extra pass, Herbert Harrigan, deal. Finishing above Atlanta is ultimately the goal. Out of the gates here, and it's Cloud off to the races, ahead for Copper with the... And Copper can make it a 1-possession game from the line.
Every single player on the Mercury has just decided to...
Here's Phoenix here, the mental toughness, let alone the physical. And Indiana turns it over again. Clark felt like there was a kick ball, it wasn't called. And Copper deep.
For reasons just like this, she doesn't always hit every single.
Indiana with just 7 points in the quarter. Mitchell sets up Lexi Hall with a triple. A nice find there by Mitchell. Not been able to get stops here on the defensive end in the third. And Cunningham
their way back. It takes so much energy, so much mental.
About the 3, instead goes on the drive. Clark launches.
Gave it to Copper, and everybody else spaced out and in the bucket.
Clark attacking, gets inside, working over Cloud, draws.
2 feet into the paint, staying poised, trying to figure out where the defense.
Host gold medalist Mallory Swanson and the Chicago Red Stars. It's the point lead have responded with 5 straight. Point right now as Cloud dials up a 3. And
see that she brings a lot of awareness, but being able to come back and hit those 3s.
Well, they've hit 9 of their last 17.
That's a huge opener. We talked about the points in the paint. The court just seems so much bigger. You can't stop everything and also talk on the who don't.
7 here in the third quarter. Clark step back on a deep 2.
Of the possession going into the fourth quarter.
Brilliant quarters for Herbert Harrigan. Copper on the shot fake. Little 2-man game in the corner. Does Clark see the clock? Handoff Samuelson. Hooper! And a big one as we check in with Kelsey Casper.
On both sides, we need to get stops and keep the energy up, and that's exactly.
And for a young group to respond like Indiana did, it shows a lot of it. Cut off there by Cunningham. Hands off to Mitchell. Shot clock down to 3. Mitchell fires away. 4 this year when trailing going into the fourth quarter. They have a perfect record.
I think they're just stepping up to the challenge, but also being able to go and capitalize. I mean, they want to be able to play and be the best.
And Christy Sides is...
But to stay, especially with so much pressure, you got to arm there. And she's strong. She's a strong girl, but you can get fouls.
Clark off the screen, finds some space, and deliver.
Go. She did a great job. She wants to get the fans involved, get it loud.
Her career high is 30. She's got 24 tonight. Copper, confidence back. Clark fires away.
If she sees any type of daylight, that ball is going up.
Every possession through Kalia Copper here to start the fourth as she bowls over the defend with even a sliver of space here.
in your summer workouts. Just reading the defense, see if she can cut you off, but I think she did a good job meeting her at the baseline.
Where she has missed just once. Full thought about the three. Sets up Samuelson from the corner. Surprised to see Mitchell not launch either as Taurasi on the other end from Gainbridge Fieldhouse as Clark continues to see different defenses. Well, she got going to call it on the floor. It's always interested me how
that ball off to the ground.
No one on Samuelson.
Come out, keep your composure, especially after a emotional saying her piece. You got to be able to get it back together and really.
Clark seeing two, bounces, oh beautiful.
Went on their run, try to get them back, but I know you have to go out there and run.
25 points, 7 assists, 5 rebounds for Clark here tonight. Spin her way out of it. Cloud trying to create one on the shot clock. Cloud gets it up.
Back out, mentally ready to go. It is a big.
Mitchell, corner three, connect.
Floor and getting a good shot.
Here's a Phoenix skip pass, and Mitchell's really had some timely threes here tonight. They've come in. This time Mitchell on the attack, holds it up.
Great floor general is what we like to call that from the point guard position. Our great court awareness.
Smith launches on a three. It's been a really hot, cold night for the Fever. Really, both teams in general. Mitchell fires.
Such a good job. I mean, 15 free throws, hitting 14 of them explosive, and really doing a good job. Just getting a little step on the.
Going back up 11. Taurasi the other direction.
Offensive end, but I think Phoenix does a great job at that too. In this game, bad. Here, this last 4 minutes and 35 seconds.
Tonight, Taurasi is the only starter who hasn't. Fever have the front. Clark sizing up Cunningham. Here is Mitchell. Another
punch there from Clark to Mitchell. He did a great job. Get the defense to shift, and there's a wide open Clark.
Cunningham and Mitchell. Too strong on a three. Gets the offensive rebound. He gets the step on Cunningham. Clark gets to the.
In her young career, just seeing where the defense is at, going.
Copper with 25 points tonight. Leads on Mercury.
12 at the beginning of the game. That does seem like it was a whole shoot themselves in the foot or shoot themselves out of that.
They have shot superstar in check. She is now 6.
Yeah, there's one thing about it, especially as a player, if that shot's not falling, you got to find points. A good chunk of the time, she's been guarding Clark.
Back both teams. Uchenna Canoe and Racing Louisville, host medalists, gold medalists. The big ones there for Indiana as Cloud buries a to seal this one up. Phoenix has been Reiner cross-court pass. Copper fires away and hits.
But just better offense there by the Mercury, just staying everything. You just got to try to make it difficult. They were able to find those holes.
And Lex
now has hit 2. Just staying confident with her shot. About how Clark has this unbelievable motor.
They hit 9 3-pointers per game. The Fever hit 8 per game. WNBA basketball is back and down to 5. Mitchell steers it into the corner. And Copper and the Mercury trailing by 7. Mercury. Mitchell with tons of space. Clark cutting. It's Mitchell.
Good that she's able to give that back to these fans and just career.
Copper cut off, tries the left side, floats it up, draws. The record for guards, and we're not talking rookie, is Courtney Vandersloot with 11. Copper rolls in the record for double-doubles by a guard, which of course is a 40-minute WNBA game than it is those points, assists, double-doubles. Smith, there's still some work to do here for the Fever. A 7-point lead. Now Clark is going to say, catch me if you can. Of her career high of 30. With a 0-4 start at home. They have won 6 of their last. Well, might have got away with a travel there. Reiner from the mid-range, but this young group has responded in a very mature point lead, but they will win it here tonight. Fever take that shot clock violation. Franchise history. Fever have beaten the Mercury for 3 times. But tonight, had a little bit of everything.
Yes, I mean, I think they did a great job on the defensive end, just sticking it to him.